Good evening. My name is Neil Noakes. I'm the police chief here in Fort Worth, Texas. Right now we're in the 2400 block of West Berry. At about 4 p.m. today, we received a call about a shooting at the Whataburger behind us. Officers arrived and located 2 victims. Both of them were transported to local hospitals. Our latest update, the one male approximately 16 years old and one female approximately 17 years old were both shot. The female is still receiving treatment, and we're very sad to report that the 16-year-old male has been confirmed deceased. This started as a verbal altercation, which turned into a physical altercation, and tragically turned into a shooting. We're still very early in this investigation. Detectives have gathered many leads in the investigation already. From what we know so far, all parties involved, including the victims and the suspects, were students at a local high school. We do believe all the individuals knew each other, and we don't believe there's any ongoing threat to the public. Anyone with information, maybe you have video, maybe you know some of the people who were involved, we're asking you to please call, please reach out to us. The number is 817-392-4330. Let me say it again, 817-392-4330. This is another example of senseless, tragic violence that never had to happen. And unfortunately, it involves some very young people right here in the city of Fort Worth. We're going to do everything we can to make sure we bring those responsible to justice. We implore you to provide any information you can that might assist with this investigation. I'd like to take a couple of questions. First, I was mad. I'm angry. There is no reason for any young person, a student in high school, to lose their lives at such a young age. There is no reason for a student in high school to be carrying a gun and shooting at another student. But that anger quickly turned to sadness. We're seeing this across the country with violent crime. Unfortunately, we're seeing it right here at home in Fort Worth, Texas, and I take that personally.
Were they students at Haskell High School?
We're trying to confirm the school for sure. That's a possibility, but until we know for sure, we don't want to get any information out about the school itself. Shooter's not in custody yet. What I will tell you, the shooter needs to know that justice will be served. We will do our jobs in cooperation with the community to make sure they are brought to justice. And what I say to the shooter is, turn yourself in. You made a bad mistake. Turn yourself in and don't make this any worse.
Is there just one suspect at this point?
We're trying to confirm the number of suspects, obviously at least one, but the number for sure, we'll get that information when we can confirm it. Scoop, that's a great question. It seems these days with some very young people, teenagers, early 20s, conflict resolution always involves a gun. The lack of importance put on human life, the sanctity of human life, is staggering to me. What I'd say to those young people is you have so much more to live for, and so do those that you might have a problem with. But whatever the conflict is, a gun's not the answer. Thank you so much for y'all coming out tonight. We do believe that they knew each other. As far as all the details that surrounded what brought this and about, we'll get that confirmed and give you more information when we know.
Do you think that this is maybe a meetup location, like maybe there was an incident that happened at the school and they chose to come here to the Whataburger to do that?
We don't have any information indicating at this point.
You guys have been using a lot with all the other violent crimes that are out there. What's your thoughts on that? Such young people.
My thoughts again are anger about the situation, sadness about the situation, and a sense of urgency to change things. I was recently in Austin with multiple chiefs, dozens of chiefs from across Texas, talking with our lawmakers in Austin, who I can assure you understand the problem, are working with us to do everything we can to make sure the problem of violence among young people, old people, anyone is going to be handled the way it needs to make sure we're all safe.
You know how many of this public experience you have students who experience. What do you say to them if you're
We've got some amazing officers at the Fort Worth Police Department who do great work every single day. We are working day and night, 24/7, 365 to deal with the violent crime, but we cannot do it alone. Research has shown one of the greatest predictors of success in a child's life is strong family ties, strong parents, strong role models. We're asking parents, get involved in your child's life. Find out if there are issues. If your child has a weapon, reach out to us to help. Reach out to someone to actually talk to that child. Take the gun away. Families have to be involved. Communities have to be involved. We have to be involved. To really stop this crime, it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us.
And we have a sad update on that breaking news out of Fort Worth, a shooting outside of this Whataburger. We just learned that a 16-year-old boy has died and a 17-year-old is in the hospital receiving treatment. This is on West Berry Street, not far from Pasco High School. There you see in this live picture a lot of police units still there gathering information for their investigation. Fort Worth Chief Neil Noak says this started out as a verbal fight that led to the shooting. The victims and suspects are students at a high school. They all knew each other. Police say the shooter is not in custody. And of course, we're going to stay on top of this story throughout the night. This happened at around 4 o'clock this afternoon, Chris, and police are saying they're going to be out there the rest of the evening.
Yeah, obviously a lot of questions. What was sort of the genesis of this at the high school where they were all attending? Was this something that had been percolating for a while? Did the argument actually start inside the Whataburger and then spill outside, or was it just nearby? Still a lot of questions, but again, obviously our hearts go out to the family of that boy, 16-year-old, who was shot and killed.
We can tell you that Fort Worth police are asking anyone who may have witnessed the shooting, if you were in and around this area near Pasco High School, not far from the TCU campus, to please give them a call with any information that you might have. They ask that you call them on their non-emergency line.